Welcome to Peachtree Corners, Georgia. Peachtree Corners earned a spot on Fortune's top 50 places to raise a family, and you can see why. So today, I want to show you what life would look like at one of the best towns to raise a family. I'm Ashley Lazarian, a Georgia native and local real estate agent, and I cover what life is like here in Georgia. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see more content like that. You've probably heard of Alpharetta and Johns Creek, but have you heard of Peachtree Corners? I feel like Peachtree Corners is a little hidden gem that is consistently being overlooked. There's a welcoming vibe that's hard to miss. It's like a little suburban oasis just right outside of the hustle and bustle. Highway 141 is really the main thoroughfare that's going to take you through Peachtree Corners. It'll actually take you on down and take you over to 285, and if you keep going, it will even take you actually into the city. Now, I personally avoid Highway 285 at all costs. DOT has been working on it for what seems like an eternity. However, the point is, Peachtree Corners is extremely convenient. If you work in the city, you can be there in just about 30 minutes or catch a Braves game in Marietta in about 20 minutes. We're literally on the line of the suburbs meets the city. The schools here are a huge draw for families. Peachtree Corners has some top-rated schools, not only public schools such as Simpson Elementary, but also private schools. Probably one of the best known in the area is going to be Wesleyan. Parents here really like the parent involvement that goes on with the school. Peachtree Corners is filled with green space, and that's one of the things that I love about it. As you drive down the streets, everywhere there's just mature landscaping. There's also a ton of parks here. Probably my favorite park, though, has to be Jones Bridge Park. The Chattahoochee River is literally right here at the bottom of the steps. A lot of fishermen love this location as well. There's a great playground for kids to play. There's covered patio areas if you want to have picnics, open spaces for soccer, throwing the football. Now, as you leave the park, you're actually going to pass Simpson Elementary on your left. And then you have droves of single-family communities lining the streets on left and right. At the end of this road, East Jones Bridge, you're actually going to run directly into the Forum. The Forum reminds me of Alpharetta's Avalon or Cummings Collections at First Sight. It's an outdoor shopping experience. There's coffee shops, restaurants. Just across the street, they've added even more shopping. It's a little bit newer than the Forum because the Forum was actually one of the first things built in the area. One of the things you're going to notice there is some of the additional housing that they've built. I'll touch on that a little bit later. There's some really great restaurants here. J. Alexander's is one that you're always going to hear people and the locals talk about. The Forum has actually been experiencing a lot of new development. They've been kind of revamping it and bringing in a lot of new shops. Here's an Ingles. Right up here is the CVS. Across the street, you've got Sprouts. Down by the Forum, you've got Trader Joe's. And then right up the street, you've got a Publix. You literally don't ever have to leave. Don't get me wrong though, Peachtree Corners is not just about parks and picnics. It's a growing technology hub. There's Peachtree Corners Tech Park, which houses innovative companies and startups. It's exciting to see how the city is embracing technology and innovation. It's really changing the way that Peachtree City has always been. It's not just for families any longer. They've really adapted, and this is a great area if you're 20s, 30s, young entrepreneur, or looking to get into the tech world. The majority of homes here in Peachtree Corners are mostly single family. Many were constructed in the 80s and 90s when Peachtree Corners really first took off as a great option for suburban living while still kind of being close to the city. There's quite a diverse range of architectural styles on display. You'll notice in a few of the older communities that there's 1970s bungalows right next to a multi-million-dollar property that was just constructed in 2021. While Peachtree Corners retains its historic charm, it's also evolved. The addition of townhomes backing up to the town center have been a great option for those looking to have a little bit more live, work, play vibe. All of the neighborhoods have active HOAs, swim, tennis, there's even a couple of golf course communities. There are even a couple of neighborhoods where the homes actually back right up to the Chattahoochee River, but you better be prepared to pay handsomely for those properties. Like all places, there's gonna be pros and cons, but with the convenient location and the quality of life, I just don't see how you can go wrong with Peachtree Corners. If you're looking to make a move to Georgia or maybe relocate within Georgia, I would love to talk with you further. You can reach me at ashley@myhaventeam.com. Until then, I'll see you next week.